Okay, so I'm actually live on YouTube, but I'm streaming from StreamYard on Instagram. So I'm going to be over here talking more on YouTube because that's where the live is. So, and my computer just decided that I think it's going to die. We're going to get this live stream thing together. I promise y'all, if it's the last thing I do, I'm going to get it together. I need to get on your books. Yay! I would love for you to do that. I'm trying to plug my computer in so it don't die on y'all. Oh my gosh. But if I pull this cord, there goes the light. We gonna just work it out today, y'all. We gonna work it out because that is that's just what it do, right? Okay, so first, y'all, let's talk about this. Y'all know we got a 2-day strategic planning workshop coming up November 12th and November 13th. And I would love for y'all to be in the room. It's going to be 2 days of us really getting into what we're doing for 2025. So it's over 2 days. So on day one, we're going to analyze where we've been as far as this past year. So what you're going to learn is from this year how to do it every single year, because I want you to come to me and never have to come back again, because you know the tools that you're going to need throughout the year. So if you're not prepared to analyze your 2024, you're going to learn exactly what you're going to need to be able to do it next year, right? And you're going to be able to prepare on day one starting 2025. Why? Because you know exactly what you're going to need for the entire duration of the year. So we're going to do a lot of analyzing, looking at your business's numbers. So this is interactive. This is hands-on. It's not just me talking. We actually going to, so it's only 50 seats. Okay. And we're going to break out into breakout rooms where you're going to work with other cleaning business owners so you guys can discuss what your businesses are doing, how you can improve, areas that you see where you can improve, because sometimes us just looking at our own selves, we don't see those areas of improvement. So when you're working in small groups, you're able to piggyback off of each other. You're able to get ideas from each other. And then we're going to go farther and looking at opportunities in your area. And I'm going to have my Cleaners Academy students there. They've been with me since May. Oh my God. So we've been together since May. They still there. So they're going to be facilitating the breakout rooms. I'm going to be popping in, but we're actually doing the work. On day two, you're going to take all that information that you composed on day one from your actual business, what it's doing now, and you're going to compile your first quarter action plan. So what is it that you should be doing in your business every single day for the first quarter? We're going to create that, okay? And again, you will be going into different rooms. So what's going to happen is when you actually enroll, there's an intake form, and based off of the years you've been in business, based off of your current revenue, the size of your business, I'm going to create the rooms. So when you come to the session, to the workshop, the rooms are already created. So I'll know, but you won't know who you're going to be in the room with. So when it's time for breakouts, you'll go into your breakout room, and then you all will communicate amongst each other. Okay. And we're actually building out these plans. So when you leave on day two, wait a minute, y'all. When you leave on day two, you're going to have a written plan for your first quarter of 2025. Now, After that, you will know how to continue on with the plan for the remainder of the year, because I want you to have your plan for the whole year. Now, remember, nothing is set in stone, okay? Everything is able to be changed. Everything is able to be updated based off of what your business is doing. That's why we track everything, okay? So, if you over here on YouTube, click the link in the description. If you over here on Instagram, click the link in my bio. Go learn more. I would definitely love to see you all in the room. It's only 50 tickets, okay? After the 50, it closes and it ain't no more seats, because I want it to be small, I want it to be intimate, and I want it to be impactful, okay? Now, let's get into why we here today, because we're going into a new year, and I work with a lot of y'all, okay? And I don't care what we see on social media. I don't care what it's portraying. A lot of y'all are in hustle mode. Hustle mode, okay? Grind mode. And when you think about grinding, I take words literally, okay? So when you grind something, what are you doing, right? A machine that's grinding, it's wearing away. So what happens is you become overwhelmed. You become frustrated, right? It's not fun anymore. Who want to be running a business where it's not fun, right? So there are some things that we got to really focus on as we're going into this new year, because I want us to get out of just being busy, and I want us to be more impactful and really get into running organizations, okay? And the 4 things that that's going to require of you going into this new year is, first, we got to figure out what our purpose is, right? And I know you hear this all the time, but listen to me. Why are you really, really, really doing this? Okay. It's not just because you don't want to work for nobody. I get tired of hearing that. That's not why you started this. So whatever it is, it's to fund something. Let's be clear with that. Whatever the reason is that you are here, whatever your purpose is, it's to fund something, okay? And with that comes an impact that you will make, right? And that impact is on either going to be on others, or it's going to be on your community, right? And that's going to get you the funds that you are looking for, whether those funds are to be able to invest in something else, whether those funds are to be able to maybe invest in other businesses, invest in other people's businesses, fund your vacations, give you freedom, whatever it is. You need to clearly define it, or you're not going to achieve the goal. I can tell you why I get on here and I go live. I can tell you why I had to sit back and say, why did you go through 17 and a half years of what you went through being a business owner, operating your cleaning business, seeing literally 7 figures worth of dollars come through your business in the course of 365 days? Why? Why, right? It wasn't just for me. It's for a purpose, and I can clearly define that. That's the only thing that's going to keep you doing this every single day. There is nothing easy about cleaning. Whether you do it or you have somebody that does it for you. And if you have some people that's doing it for you when you are no longer doing the services, then you need to be figuring out, as the leader of this organization, my purpose is to empower the people that are working for me. How can I do that more effectively? Because I need them to be here. The human capital is needed for you to be successful. So figuring out ways to continue to empower them is going to be critical for your success. So understanding what your purpose is, having a purpose. Do not go into next year and not know what your purpose is. What is my why? Don't just say again, because I don't want to work a 9 to 5, because we already know that we working way more now than we were when we had a job. When I worked for the school district, when that bell rang at 2:25 and I got in my car at 3 o'clock, guess what I had to deal with? Absolutely nothing. When my son go to bed now, he might wake up to use the bathroom and he'll say, "Mommy, you still working?" And I am. And I am. Right? Why? Because I got a purpose, and my purpose is so big, and my why is so big, that I know just based off my degrees and going to get a job is not going to get me there. So I choose this. So I can't complain when it's in my lap and I got an overflow of one-on-one clients. I can't complain. Why? Because it's getting me to my goal. I know my purpose, right? So if you don't know it, please sit down, take some time, figure out why you're doing it, because there's gonna be plenty of days where you like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But then you like, yep, let me get up because I gotta go do it. I gotta go do it. All right, y'all. So number 2, the second thing that listen, all day shit, you better know it. My son, let me just stop. I love my kid. Okay, he is the best thing ever. But why do they always have to come and break your stuff? Now my little bell, it's all jammed up because he in here messing with it. Just leave my stuff alone. But let you go mess with they stuff, Lord, it's am I lying? Mess with your kids' stuff. But they can tear up your stuff and then be like, but I think I just fixed it. Okay, y'all. So number 2 is strategic planning. Okay, and that's what we're going to be doing in the workshop, y'all. Is planning out our 2025. Have you ever taken a trip? We use our GPS to go on the other side of town. You wouldn't dare take a road trip and not plan out your trip. So how are we running businesses just day by day? How? That is literally what's causing your frustration and your overwhelm, when you don't have a plan. And when I say plan, I mean, what happens on Monday? What happens on Tuesday? What happens on Wednesday? So for example, let me give you in a business scenario. So one of my students, she has a very successful, almost 7-figure commercial cleaning. She now is opening her residential business, and it's been open for a week now. But before she opened, we got, when I say everything down to the I dotted, the T crossed, right? So with her hiring funnel, with her hiring process, so let's assume, wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. So with her hiring process, so let's assume that she has applications that are coming in, right? So her application process is all virtual, okay? And once an application is completed, there are automations that take place, and within that automation, there is a step in there where she gets an alert that the application has come in. There are 2 days set up on her calendar where there are appointments available for interviews. Okay, so what happens is the email goes out. We've received your application. You will receive a communication within 7 days. It's written differently, but within 7 days. So every Wednesday, a task on her calendar is to review all applications that have come through within that 7-day period from last Wednesday. So she'll review the applications. There's a task that has to happen manually that will then create another automation. So if there's an application that she wants that person to be interviewed, they'll get an automated email with the calendar set up that will have so let's say her interview times are every Tuesday and every Friday from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. Interview times are 30 minutes. So they'll get a calendar invite asking them to select an interview time and date. The calendar only allows the applicant to select the interview time 2 weeks out. So when they get the calendar invite to select the interview time, it only shows them for 2 weeks. Okay, so they pick, let's say 10:30, 11, 11:30, 12. So whatever time they pick, then there's another email that goes to them giving them all the details for their interview, what they need to bring, what they can expect, how the interview will take place, where it's conducted, whether it's virtual, right? So there's literally processes that are set up. So when you think of strategic planning, you think of what is it that I want to happen in my business? What needs to happen? What do I need to create? Where am I at currently? Where do I intend to be? And what do I need to create to get there? Okay, so she knew that I'm going from commercial to residential. The process is similar but different. So what steps do I need to take in every aspect of the business, from the customer to hiring to communications to my call center that's taking my calls, right? Like everything is a process. So when you think about your business and strategic planning, what does it look like for me to get to my end goal? So my end goal, I know, is to transition from only providing commercial services to now providing residential services. That's my end goal. What do I need to do? That's your map, right? So what we not doing in 2025 is we not rolling through here, not following the map. Because that's when you get to a dead end. That's when you hit a construction zone. That's when you get to a roadblock, right? That's when the challenges come up and now you frustrated, you overwhelmed because I didn't plan this out. I didn't think about this. I didn't think about that my rental car gets 400 miles to the full gallon for the full tank, but I decided that I'm not going to go to the first gas station till 450 miles. That means you might be stuck on the side of the road. That's called strategic planning. Okay. It's just one is for a trip or a vacation. The other one is to operate your business. It's so necessary. Okay. And it comes with milestones. So what's happening, right? Everything that we set up for her on the residential side, when she clicked go on everything, y'all, if you follow me on Instagram, because I'm on YouTube and Instagram, I'm posted in my stories, y'all. She got 3 bookings literally the moment she pressed go, like within an hour. The interviews started rolling in. She got like 3 contractors, 1 employee. Like, y'all, it was just I'm gonna show y'all the text messages of her excitement because it all works, but it was strategic, right? That's how you got to think about your business. And we not doing this no more in 2025. And when I say we, that's me included. That's the reason why I'm behind on even marketing for the 2-day strategic planning workshop. I should be done. I'm still creating content. Why? Because I didn't follow my plan. I knew about this back in June. I was supposed to have everything done, but I gotta, oh, today, I'll get to it tomorrow. Okay, wait, I got 3 more weeks before I'm supposed to have this. Okay, well, I'm gonna do it on this day because I gotta do this. But that's literally how it happens. Time going so fast. If you don't have a map and you not keeping up, guess what? You're going to get left behind. And what you intend to happen is not going to happen. I don't tell y'all nothing I don't know. I don't tell y'all nothing I don't do. I don't tell y'all nothing I ain't experienced. That's the difference over here. I'm just looking at y'all like y'all be looking at me. Okay, so let's get to number 3. Number 3. You have to get you a business bestie, okay? And what do I mean by that? Somebody that's going to hold you accountable. I don't mean your little friend that's going to say okay to everything you do. I don't mean that person that when you give them the excuse, they're going to let it be okay. Nope. I mean that person that you checking in with every Sunday night. What's your goals for the week? What's the 3 things we need to accomplish this week? And when do you intend to have them to me? That's the accountability you need. And if you told them on Tuesday that you was going to have something done by noon, they need to be calling you by 12:05 if they don't have it. Because why? You holding me accountable. So you need to get somebody who got just as big goals and dreams as you for 2025 to be your accountability partner, not the person that's going to be like, oh, girl, you could do that next week. Girl, listen. Because the same stuff you think you're going to miss, let me tell you something. The same parties and picnics and barbecues that they had this summer, guess what? They had the same ones last summer. It's an annual event. If you miss it this year, them same people going to be there next year. But if you miss it this year, next year when you go, you could look totally different. You could look totally different because now your bag different. Yep. You see when people bag get different. Quit playing with me. Quit playing. They don't even have to tell you. They don't even have to tell you. You can see it. I'm just saying. When I'm lying, y'all let me know. When I'm lying, you let me know. So if you have a problem holding yourself accountable, not even if you have a problem, this is necessary. It's so many distractions out here. It's so many distractions. Social media being the number one. It's keeping you from reaching your goals because it done kept me from reaching a couple of mine. And it's not intentional. It's not that I'm not doing the work, but as I am consistent as I could be. No, I'm not. And one of the reasons are I find myself doing this. I look up, it'll be 2:00 in the morning. I'm sitting at the desk, got the phone propped up, and something to come across, and I'll be like, huh. And then here I go. Hour done went by, I done got comfortable now. Like, Let me tell you what I told my son. I said, you sit there and watch that TikTok. I said, all the people that you watch and eat these snacks, eat these treats and stuff, this all the stuff you be like, mommy, ooh, can you buy this? He was like, you think I could do that? I'm like, you very well can, right? So we were in the store yesterday. Thank you, Spirit. So we was in the store yesterday. So he say, mommy, give me this. I'm gonna do a YouTube video. I said, I'm not wasting my money on that. I said, where's your plan? I said, let's find 10 days worth of snacks, and we're going to record 10 videos at one time so that you have content to keep putting out. We're not going to do one video because you see something that you want and then you ain't going to do it no more. No, if you serious, I'll invest in it. But you got to show me what's your plan, how you intend to do it, what is it going to require, what's your setup going to look like. We not just going to start going buying stuff because you say you going to do. No, 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 no. So I say, well, why don't you stop scrolling so much and start figuring out how you can do something that like resembles what the people you watching are doing, right? I think that you're really creative. So he tells me, will you be sitting and just scrolling when you say you working? I was like, because he'll come to my desk and my computer be on work mode, right? But then he see me on the phone and I'll do it like this real quick. They watching. So the same stuff we tell them not to do, guess what? I'm sitting back and I done got caught doing it. But I know that it's a huge time waster. And if you think I'm lying, just take 1 week. Just take 1 week and start to track your time. Get you a little notebook and write down. But you got to be intentional about it. That's the thing, or you not going to keep track of it. How long was I on social media? The start time you got on there, the end time, right? And it start to look at your phone. Your phone will tell you. It'll tell you if you on socials or you doing business stuff, being productive. It's like a gut punch when you be like, I wasted that much time. And that's the one thing I can't get back besides a human, right? You can't get your time back. You can get back money. You can get back a car. You can get back a house. You can lose everything. You can get it all back. But once that time is gone, even your health, you can reverse health diagnosis, right? But you can't get that time back. You can't turn back the hands of that clock. I don't care how much Botox you get. I don't care how many fillers you get. I don't care about none of that. When you wake up at 60, that body be like, ooh, it's a little different when you was 20. So you can't turn that clock back, okay? But listen, y'all, get you accountability partner. That's number 3. Okay, do not go into this year without somebody that is going to hold you accountable, that's not going to just be your yes man. We got enough yes man. That's a problem right now. You ain't got enough people with their foot on your neck. You ain't got enough people with their foot on your neck. That's the reason why you not where you intend to be. Somebody that's on your back so bad that you like, listen, I don't even want to hear their mouth. I'm finna get it done. If not even for me, because I don't want to hear their mouth. That's the accountability partner I need you to find. If you don't have somebody in your circle that's just as motivated as you or even more motivated, find you somebody online. Y'all will be surprised how if you showing up for yourself and you go to somebody and you like, man, I need some help with just making sure I show up. Can I please give you my goals every week and you check in with me a few times a week to make sure that I'm on track? And if I'm not doing what I said I'm gonna do, you know, here, I gotta pay you this, right? I gotta pay you if I don't do what I say I'm gonna do. It's hard to find, but this is the thing. They might not be in your circle, but the thing is that you got to put it out there first of all, right? So every day, I am intentional about finding someone who will hold me accountable to my goals, who will follow up with me 3 times a week, like write out what you need your accountability partner to look like, what you need for them to do. And I mean every day, when you meditate, when you pray, when you drive, and you start seeing that person, you start envisioning that person is in your life, okay? Then you gotta put it out there. If it's some people on social media that you know are influencers, start to get into their DM, start to talk to them, communicate with them, let them know what you need. Again, you will be surprised at how people will help you when you decide that I'm going to help myself. And that means not just when I say help myself, oh, let me get up and get to work. No, when I'm intentional about creating the life I intend to live. That's the thing, y'all. That's the only difference in the people that have it and the people that don't. Because most of the people that I know that have it did not have a silver spoon. They got it because nothing, I mean absolutely nothing, was going to stand in their way. They saw what they wanted. They went out every single day and they made it happen. Nothing mattered. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me calm down for a second, because I'm not yelling at y'all. I'm yelling at my damn self, okay? Because I know how powerful I am. I know how strong I am. I know what I have the power to create. And I get pissed at myself because I've done it, and I'm sitting here like, Tequila, what's your problem? Why you I'm literally creating 7-figure businesses. I literally got a client right now that has a 7-figure business and started with me with just at 100 figures. God, the creator, the universe, whatever you believe, He not going to allow you to see and touch and be around. You think He wants you cleaning $1 million houses and you can't have it? No. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. Like, it's not how it works, y'all. Yes, neatness. You got to be willing to put the work in. And the thing is that when I say the work, y'all, it's not about working harder, right? I'm going to use myself for an example. It's been a lot of times where I knew I had something to do, right? A deadline, a class, or something that needed to be done. And it was at the last minute that I completed it, but had ample time to get it done. But everything else became a priority. Learning how to say no is going to be the biggest game changer in your business. And that's not just no to others, that's no to yourself. And that no is sometimes so temporary, but we're not willing to sacrifice the temporary for the long term. I could end right there, but I'm gonna give y'all number 4. Okay, number 4, the fourth thing that we gotta do is, for 2025, learn how to better manage our time and our energy. Okay, we allow things that we have no control over affect us so heavily, right? Let me tell you, one thing that I stopped doing was watching the news. You can ask my son. My son will tell you, you can be like, do your mama watch the 9 o'clock news? Do your mama watch the 10 o'clock news in the morning? Let me tell you what I used to do. I used to get up in the morning and I used to cut the TV on. And I would cut the TV on the news, right? So as you know, in the morning, the news is just merely a rotation of the stories, right? So they're going to have the breaking news, the top stories, they're going to have the weather, they're going to have the sports, they're going to have the little hot topics or trending topics or whatever. Then it's going to be a rotation. It's going to start all over. So mind you, if you get up at, let's say, 5 o'clock, right, and you don't leave the house until, let's say, 7:30, 8 o'clock, by that time, you have now allowed your mind to have over 30 different negative influences, negative thoughts, negative words, things, actions just take over, right? So what I mean is, in the morning they tell you about all the shootings that happened the night before. They tell you about all the people, the car accidents, the fires that happened, the police chases. I don't want to start my morning like that. I don't want to start my morning off with negativity. Who fighting? What war going on? How many people got killed over here? Because guess what? There is absolutely nothing that I can do about that. So why am I going to allow it to affect me, especially early in the morning? So listen, let me just follow me here. Most people do what? They start their day doing what? Listening to the news. All negative, right? Then they end their day doing what? In the bed, watching the evening news before they go to bed. So now they done put all that negativity back into their mind before you going to sleep. And now in your subconscious, you thinking about all of the crime, you thinking about the murders, you thinking about the people that's kidnapped, you thinking about the wars, you thinking about the flooding, you think about the hurricanes, you think about all the stuff that's not bringing you any joy. Manage your energy is going to be crucial going forward. I don't know if we in the same place or not, but there's some craziness going on right now. I'm not political and I wouldn't dare bring it up. But baby, whichever way this boat swing, okay? Manage your energy. It's not for you. You can't do anything about it. Manage your energy. Manage what you allowing to come into your spirit. It all affects you. If you think I'm lying, do this. Go and listen to 4 or 5 really, really sad stories, right? 4 or 5 really sad stories. It ain't hard to find. They all around, right? And then I want you to go and I want you to find 4 or 5 really inspiring, really motivating, really encouraging stories. And at the end of watching both of those stories, I really want you to sit and document how you feel. What's your energy like? How did it make you want to react? Did it make you feel really sad? Like, oh my God, like, man, that's just so. And then the inspiring stories, like, man, man. You ever watch something on like TikTok or YouTube or something that it's really inspiring, and the whole time you watching it, you literally just sitting there smiling. It's been times my son to be like, Mommy, what you smiling at? And it's because I'm watching something that's literally bringing me joy. It's literally making me happy. Why do you think people sit and watch videos of dogs all day? Videos of pets being funny? Because it brings you joy. Because some of them videos get millions and millions and millions of views. The videos with the babies, right? Because it brings you joy. It gives off a different type of feeling. When you feel like that, you able to get out here and do more. You able to just make things happen. So why do you want to not feel like that more often? So watch what you putting into your mind. It affects you. I'm telling you, okay? And then we already talked about the time management, y'all. So we're going to manage our time effectively so that we can get more done with the time that we have allocated. Because you only get 24. And unfortunately, we don't know when that 24 going to end. So we're going to always make the most and the best of it. That's it. That's all we can do, right? So listen, we're going into a new year. We got less than 2.5 months, y'all, okay? And it's going to be 2025. I can't believe I'm almost going to be. Can y'all believe that in 5 years, well, in 2025, and in 5 more years, I'm going to be 50 years old. I'm sorry, but every time I say the year, I feel like, and I'm not ashamed because I feel like I did the doggone thing, right? And I'm still over here living a good life, but I'm just like, but I'm here for it. Listen, I'm trying to get to 60, 70, 80, 90. Listen, I say, listen, let's do these last 45 real good. Be good to me, okay? But listen, y'all, we're going to do our thing this year. We are making this our best year ever, okay? So listen, the 2-day strategic planning workshop, if you've been all over the place, don't let 2025 be like it's been in 2024. But the one thing I can tell you that I do know for real, I have to stop and be like, where was you at again when I be talking? Sometimes I have to be like, wait a minute. I'm lying what? I'm lying who? I wish I would. No, I don't. My son tell me I was born in 1950. I wasn't born in 1950, but I was born a year, but it wasn't 1950. But yeah, no, I will be 45 years old on my next birthday. Yep. I can't believe it sometimes. It's just dang, I've been here a long time. Okay, y'all. But listen, if you missed this live, go back and make sure that you check it out. Okay. I am going to start reposting these as real videos on YouTube with thumbnails, y'all. I'm getting it to hey Tequila. I use Facebook ads and Google. Let's say, do you know any other ways to get paid ads? So honestly, I didn't do paid ads. I did very well with like strategic email marketing. We were really active in the areas where our ideal clients were. So instead of me spending money on like ads, I did like sponsorships. We did more spending money on giveaways to get in front of like our ideal audience. So outside of like, you know, your Facebook, your Google, maybe LinkedIn, because more professionals are on that page. I probably would definitely try to do some residential cleaning ads and even commercial over there, because you're going to be talking to more business owners over there. And then, you know, because everything is an image in 2024. So you don't know who you're talking to for real. But yeah, they supposed to be professionals. So maybe depending on who your market, who you actually are targeting, I could give you a better answer. Okay, y'all. So listen, the link is up in the description somewhere. I don't know how this thing works on YouTube. So the description is either up there or it's down there, but it's around there somewhere. So go find it. Make sure y'all click that link. I expect to see you all in the strategic planning workshop. Okay. But I'll be back tomorrow. You listen, I just got my eyebrows done, y'all. So let me tell y'all something. Forewarned. Don't get on here talking about my eyebrows, because over the next like 2 weeks, they gonna start peeling like a tattoo. Okay. So I'ma look like I got, like, it might look a little, don't be disrespecting me, y'all. Okay. Cause I still gotta show up. I didn't see, here go another thing about that time management. I didn't plan out my eyebrows and me needing to promote the workshop. So I gotta just go live. I can't make no excuses. So I'm holding myself accountable. I set the appointment. I went and got my eyebrows, what you want to call, tattooed on. Well, they not really tattooed on, because y'all saw me last week. I had eyebrows. Okay. So again, don't come for me. Listen, because wait, let me just make this disclaimer. Let me say this, y'all. Let me real quick, right? So, it's been some kids at school messing with my son. Okay. And, he came home Thursday. He had a little tussle, okay? He said, Mommy, I had to tackle him. He played football. He actually real strong with a little skinny self. He came in here, but they made him so mad that he started crying like he was mad. I said, wait a minute. I said, Mason, you can't be your mama's son. I said, because, boy, everybody in that school would have known about me when I left, because I would have had jokes for that. Y'all, let me tell you something, okay? I was the queen of the lunchroom table and the Jonesons and the talking about you. I said, boy, I would have had me a notebook. I would have took notes on that boy all week. So I said, you want me to get you a little notebook? I said, start Monday, start taking your notes, okay? What he wear to school Monday? What his hair look like? What his shoes look like? Like, write down everything, right? I said, then we gonna come. I said, Mason, your mama got you. I said, this all over somebody talking about you? Boy, you better quit playing with me. So don't y'all talk about my eyebrows, okay? But see, this is the thing. I can't see y'all, though. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm real life. Real life don't have no sense, y'all. Like, I grew up from I grew up and my grandparents were very well to do. I told y'all this, right? A couple times I told y'all the story. I ain't told y'all over here on YouTube, but I got to tell y'all the story. So my grandparents were well to do. We had funeral homes, we had liquor store, we had lounges, we had nightclubs, all that, right? Apartment buildings. But when my mom got married, we moved to Harvey. Okay, and Harvey is good. Y'all look Harvey up on the map. I ain't gonna talk about Harvey because Harvey still is the hometown hero. Okay, so I had to prove myself when I got to Harvey, because I didn't grow up in Harvey. Like, I wasn't born and raised there. I came there when I was 13. So, like, neighbors next door, they was like some real haters, right? So that's why I be like, no, y'all don't really know no haters. Like, y'all ain't, like, I be like, what's a hater? Because I had some real haters next door, so bad to where my dad said, you know what, you're not gonna keep picking on my daughter. So that's what he said. He said, y'all gonna get out here in this backyard. He made me and that girl get in that backyard, y'all. We had to fight. When I say we had to fight until we could not fight no more. I whooped her ass. She whooped my ass. I was to prove myself, because he like, man, you not finna keep doing this to her. So we had to just get out there and we had to tussle. So that's kind of like, what it was. I told my son, I said, listen, your mama ain't no punk. You ain't finna be no punk. You around here coming. Let me tell y'all this. Mason, what they say about you. They talking about that I wear Nike Techs every day. Well, you do. But Mason, that's almost a $200 outfit that you wear to school. You got like 6 of them. How you gonna let somebody talk about you because you got what everybody else want? I'm like, well, Mason, are you, y'all? So I have to get my son together. I had to call his daddy today. I'm like, listen, you need to But yeah, y'all. So that I kind of just went on that was a little history about, just growing up. I told my son, listen, you over here and then you want to get on YouTube and listen to the little rappers and stuff, like you want to act like you tough. Boy, you don't know nothing about being tough, okay? Your mama done took good care of you, your daddy, your grandparents. You ain't about that life, Mason. You really ain't, okay? But you also ain't gonna be no punk. So I got the, okay? If I come sit up outside that classroom, y'all better quit playing with my baby. All right, y'all. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow we gonna be here. I think I'm frozen over here on YouTube because all I see is my face smiling. I'm not sure, but we'll be back tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. I'm gonna do a different time of the day this week so I could see, because y'all been on here today. Y'all been sticking with me, and I really don't like the delay over here on